Hey guys, this is Keith with KJE Aquatics, and this morning I got a box of plants. It's a big box, but it's actually mostly going right back out. But I'll still show you anyways. A lot of this stuff's already pre-sold, and with that being said, if there's something you guys want specific, or if you want to scape like a large tank, like you're looking to scape a large tank, um, if you buy in bulk from us, meaning bulk is not like 5 plants. You got to buy like, you know, a decent amount. I can definitely work with you on price. So that's not offered on the website. But if you contact us, I'll talk with you guys one on one. So if you ever want to do a large scape, or you want to scape your whole fish room or plant your whole fish room, get a hold of me, because I could definitely kick everybody's ass on price. So just letting you know, that's what some of this stuff is here in the box. What's up, Jorge, Jeff, Bridget, Sketty, Clay, Red, Miss Jenna P, Chevy, hashtag Mooch, Alishan, Bionic Bigfoot. Thanks for you guys joining. Hey, Clay, if I miss anybody during the stream, too bad, because I'm not really paying attention to the stream or to the chat. I'm looking for something to open this box with. I never have a knife down there. What's up, Robert? So, got a car key. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it. Again, this is a decent sized box, but it's already sold. Most of it, not all of it, but a lot of it. All right. So we got packing list, and I know this stays here. Some of this stuff, guys, that is pre-sold, I am not going to take it out of the bag, but I will take these. Some of these are in stock, but some of them are already pre-sold. But this first one is Cryptocarine Balancé. This is one of my absolutely favorite crypts. It gets tall. These are really nice size right now, and they'll get much taller than this. But you'll get like a crinkle leaf, like a hammered leaf look, and it's kind of similar to Balancenaria, but way more beautiful than Bal. So, Cryptocarine Balancé. Most of these are sold, but I do have some in stock. Next up is Anubias. These are on the website. These are just assorted species in the medium size. So these come from the nursery. And then this is considered medium. This actually looks like, I think this is Congensis. This one here, I would say, is Nanji. That's Congensis, probably. Maybe Nanji, and then I think that's Fraseri, whatever. However you say it. But I just order them assorted. There's so many different Anubias. If there's a specific species you guys ever want, hit me up. Let me know, because I can order them that way as well. What's up, Andrew? And if I missed anybody, sorry. Next up, I ordered some of these the other week, and they look like absolute crap. So I'm hoping these look much better. This is Italian Balancenaria. The scientific name's Balancenaria spiralis, and these actually do look much better than the other week. They're not all big, as you can see. This one's kind of small, but there's some other ones that are decent. So you're going to get what you get. These grow super fast, super easy. Italian Balancenaria, various sizes. Our plant prices are very reasonable compared to everybody, your local fish store or any other online retailer. So feel free to check out the website, kjeaquatics.com. In price compare, if you think we're high, let me know. I don't think we're hot. This one I'm not even going to take out of the bag because I didn't get any in for stock, but I can get stuff. This is Cryptocarine spiralis. This one I'll open. A lot of these are sold already, but I did get some for stock, and I already have some in stock. So I just added a little bit to our inventory. This is Cryptocarine Bacchetti. It's kind of similar to a Wentai, but it has more of a bronze colored leaf. So Cryptocarine Bacchetti. On the website. Next up is, they haven't had these available in a while, and I only got a few because they are kind of pricey. And you'll see them on the website. This is Java Fern Narrow Leaf Mats. So this is one of my favorite Java ferns. It grows, actually, that's just like what it says. It's narrow leaf, so it gets about as wide as like a jungle val. It'll get much taller than this, but there's several plants on this mat, and the mat's just cocoa fiber. It's inert. You can leave them on here, maybe put a stone in the middle of this and weight it down to the substrate, or you can glue this whole mat on top of a piece of wood or decoration, stone, whatever. Or you could just take them off and then plant them around different spots. But you get a lot of Java Fern for your money right here. This is Java Fern Narrow Leaf on a mat, right? What's up, Dee? And then again, if I missed any of you, I apologize. So I thought I ordered 3, but there's 4 in here. So Java Fern Narrow Leaf Mats. Throw those over here. Here's one of the OGs in the hobby. I used to get these when I was a kid. So when I first got into the hobby, and I would go to the local fish store. Probably heard my story before on these. But they usually had these, Anacharis, and hornwort. That's the only live plants you can get. But this is banana plants. And they get their name just because of this here. Looks like a bunch of bananas. But they'll grow like a lily type leaf. Much bigger leaf than what's here. These are smaller ones right here. But these are your banana plants. Really cool. One of the OGs. Next up is, see everybody saying hi. I'll send Jenna one. Yeah. Why do you hate banana plants? It's one of the originals. I don't hate no plants. I love plants. Weed is your friend. All right. Next up is Bobitis broadleaf. This is not Java fern. This is a Bobitis species. Common names, sometimes it's called African water fern, but this is Bobitis broadleaf. You grow this very similar to Bucephalandra, Anubias, Java fern, or any other type of Bobitis. So you're not gonna want to bury this part in the substrate. Just take a little bit of gel type super glue. We also have that on the website for convenience. Put a little dab on here, stick it to a piece of driftwood, which we also have some pieces on the website now. Nothing big, because the big pieces are hard to ship. So if you want bigger pieces of spider wood, you got to come see me locally. But I can get wood for you, anyways. So yeah, use a piece of gel or use a dab of gel type super glue. Attach this to stone or driftwood, or if you wanted to attach it to your plastic pirate ships, you're more than welcome to do that as well. So Biggies, what's up? Again, if I missed you, sorry. Oh, I got some of these the other week. They sold pretty good. and I hope whoever bought them is being successful with them. So I got a few more in, not many. I only got 6 in this week, but these are the Bobitus Baby Leaf. Um, so this is Bobitus Baby Leaf. These are really cool. So these are related to the broadleaf, but these stay much, much smaller. You could do a lot with this. You can make you a nice, like tree looking, get a nice piece of wood, and you can make a tree with these. So yeah, Bobitus Baby Leaf. These are really, really cool. Not always available in the hobby. So I just added more to our inventory. We had a few in stock already, but I just added more. Next up, one of my favorite sword plants. This is, and get these while you can. They're not always available. It's not that they're rare, except they're popular. So the nursery sells out a lot of times. And these are actually nice, like really nice. But this is the red Reuben sword. And you could see the new leaf growth right here is like a nice maroon purplish color. And then the older leaves are more green. So you're always going to have like a two-toned colored plant. As you get new leaf growth, you're going to have the reddish color. And as they grow out and get a little bit older, they turn more green. Super easy. One of my favorite. This one kind of got beat. See ya. One of my favorite sword plants. So the red Reuben sword. Get it while you can. All right. Dee Dee, I got a booty ton more of plant weights. I was out of stock, so I ordered a big bulk order. I don't know what Dee Dee does with these, but she buys a lot of them. And our prices are pretty good, so they're very competitive. All right. All the rest of this stuff is going to be, this is pretty much all pre-sold except for a few. I'm trying to look for some of the stuff that might be going in our inventory. Here is one. Cryptocrine undulata. This is a nice crypt. Not super common. Again, not rare, so don't freak out and say, oh, I got to get that rare plant. It's not rare. It's just not real common in the hobby. It stays about the same size as crypt. Really nice. I did get some pink flamingo in for a customer, but I didn't get any for our stock, so I don't have pink flamingo. And these are not tissue cultured. These are a viable plant growing. They're not huge, but they're bigger than a tissue culture. So Crypt Pink Flamingo, which is like, it's a variant of the Crypt Winti. And it'll grow low tech, lower light, or you can grow it a little bit higher light, and then you're going to get more of the pink hue to the leaves. Trying to see what else we got. Oh, here's some. These are our stock. Just forgot. This is pearl weed, potted. I think the picture I have on the website is some that is loose or in a portion cup. But these are nice full pots of pearl weed. Pearl weed's super versatile. You can plant this in the substrate, keep it trimmed down, and it could be a nice foreground plant. It grows relatively easy in most conditions. You can plant it in the substrate and not touch it, and it's going to grow much taller and bushier. So you can use it probably for a mid-ground plant or even a background plant in a really small tank. Like if you're planting a 2.5 gallon or a 5 gallon, this could be a background plant if you just want to be patient and just let it grow tall. Or you can float this. You just float this like you would, it'll stay towards the surface and it grows real easy. So you can just pull this out of the pot, let it float, and be maintenance free, and it's going to spread out over the top of your tank. So pearl weed, you can plant it for a foreground. If you keep it trim, let it grow, don't touch it, it's going to grow taller, or float it. So Dee uses pearl weed as a floater with their shrimp. Yeah, it works. It works. It's very versatile. I really like pearl weed, and it's cool looking too. Same way, another one. I don't have it, but if you guys want me to bring it in, do me this favor. At the end of the video, go back and leave some comments because I don't read all the chat. And then, as soon as I shut this down, chat goes away for a while, and then it comes back just using StreamYard, so I don't see all the chat all the time. But if there's anything specific you want, leave a comment below when the video's over, or shoot me an email at kjeaquatics@gmail.com, or find us on Facebook at facebook.com/kjeaquatics. And then I could bring some stuff in that I might not have in stock or haven't stocked before. This time of year, I don't do a lot of highlight plants just because my setup here is lower light, low tech. So I don't run CO2. I have stuff to run CO2. I just don't. But if you want something specific, hit me up. And we will be bringing more higher light plants in the summer because I will do them outside. So I'll get some more different Lewiggias, maybe some different Rotalas, and some other stem plants that require a little bit higher light. So hold on, Jenna asked a question. It says on the website it says that the red Reuben sword gets about 20 inches. It can grow as big as the tank allows. Yeah. Jenna, I usually like red Reubens. To me, that's right there is like man size. That's like 3 feet, but really probably 12 to 18 inches. I would say. Hold on. I'm just scrolling right now. Keith Shady Grady has a question about red Reubens. I think you guys answered that. If you see any pre-orders that you're interested in, email Keith. Oh, okay, yeah. Thanks, Jenna. Bobitis as a floater. You can definitely float Bobitis. It doesn't need any substrate. Show it anyway. I don't want to pull everything out of the box, Alishan. But I will, some. Cryptotia, Undulata, Lintai, more Undulata, Tropica, Lintai Brown. Yeah, the rest of this I have different crypts. So Lintai Brown, Lintai Red. I actually don't want to pull that whole box apart because it's going back out. So, anyways. So, hold on. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, I should have. It's not in here. Oh, here they are. I'm glad I looked at the packing list. It was stuck on the side. This one is for stock. These are Vallisneria species red. So Vallisneria, Jungle Val species red. These are pretty nice. These actually get huge. So right now these are probably, I'm saying these right now are probably 16, 18 inches. but these can get like 12 feet for real. So, and don't worry about, I mean, I wouldn't plant these probably maybe for a little bit in a small tank. So I would say a 20-gallon tall or bigger. But when they grow tall, they can grow, and the leaf is like, it's really flexible. So it's just going to go out and then just fan out over the top. You can trim Val. Sometimes they don't like it, but wait till they get like fully established. Don't trim them when they're a brand new plant. You can trim it, and don't trim like all the leaves at one time on the plant. And I recommend you cut it at an angle, but wait till the plant gets like fully established to your tank before you try to trim it. Don't trim it like real close. You're just gonna want to take a little bit off, or it's not gonna like you. So, but DD, the red Rubens I have are gigantic, leaves bigger than my man hands. Okay, just reading comments. But let me go back through this and see if I missed anything that's buried in the box. Crinum. I have some Crinum calamostratum in there. Crinum, I'm actually gonna pull one out that's not buried. Hold on, guys, because I already had some in stock. But this is Crinum calamostratum. This is by far my favorite overall plant in the hobby. This is my personal favorite. So if you ask me what my favorite plant is, it's Crinum calamostratum. These are endemic, I believe, to like West Africa region. They're relatively easy, but they do grow really slow. I have seen online that they suggest once you plant them, not to mess. If you like to rearrange your tank a lot of times, don't fudge around with the Crinum. Just plant it, leave it alone, and it'll grow for you. They're relatively easy. They'll grow in most conditions. Our water here is like really hard, high pH, and they do fine. They just grow kind of slow. They're one of the more expensive plants, but I can tell you our price on them probably kicks everybody's butt. I know it kicks the local fish store's butt. My local fish store sells those for over $20. I think ours are like $12 or $13. But what's up, Benoski? But and then some of the competitors, they probably have them probably either close to my price or probably $15, $18, something like that. DD says the Madagascar Ovaceous I got from you is already growing all across my 40. Yeah, the Ovaceous grow really fast. I still have a couple in stock. So if you guys are, I'm getting one right now, DD. But I have some in stock. This is the Aponigeton Ovaceous, however you want to say it. But it's a Aponigeton, so it's a bulb type plant. Our price on these is really good. When you guys plant this in your substrate, when you plant this, I would just do like maybe half of the bulb, and then try to push the roots down in the substrate a little bit. Don't have to get them all in there, but about half of the bulb, and that's all you need. I don't never bury the bulb all the way up to the base of the stem. I usually do like half of the bulb. So El Hafo, right? Super easy plant. I don't recommend these for anything smaller than I would say a 20 tall also. Because if you put those in a 5-gallon, they're going to grow, but they're going to fill your whole 5-gallon up. They're going to fill your whole 10-gallon up. Maybe you want that. So it'll provide good fry cover, but they're going to grow and then fill it up. So, but yeah, we do have those. And I do still have, hold on. I'm getting one. And then actually have several. So, crap. These are Madagascar lace. The lace plants are really cool. Look kind of like a cheese grater here. That's one. And that's 2. And then that's 3. You might get a little free duckweed, but I usually rinse that off. But there's 3 right there. And I believe there's another one in the tank. Yeah. So I got 4 in stock. So get on those Madagascar lace. They're hard to find. They really are hard to find. I'm not joking. There was like almost, it was over a year before my nursery ever got supply again. So it's few and far between. So yeah, Madagascar lace. If you really like that plant, buy it now, because it might not be available for a while. Like I said, in between this order and then the last ones I got, was probably, I'm guessing, about a year. So it's not that they're super rare, but for whatever reason, there's nobody in the United States or Canada or Mexico that I know that propagate them. They are all the Aponogetons are imported from Africa, or there's a couple that are like Far East species. But the Madagascar lace, the Aponogeton ovaceus or ovaceus, the bovianus, the caparoni, all those come in from Africa. So I don't know what the holdup is sometimes, or if they're just not available over there either. But nobody in North America that I know of grows and propagates any Aponogetons. So just letting you know that. And if they do, they're not doing it on the commercial scale that I know of. So, all right. Well, it wasn't like a huge variety, but we do still have some plants in stock besides what we got. So I didn't do like a huge order. I'm looking at some stuff right now. I have dwarf water onion. I got some nice looking dwarf water onion. I do have a bunch of Sawassertang. I have a little bit of Java moss. I think I need to update the quantity because I do have some, but I think my quantity on the website is not accurate. And if there's anything, speaking of the accuracy of live goods on the website, if there's anything that says it's out of stock, and you really want it, just do me a favor, shoot me a message or an email, because I may have it. I may have 1 or 2 that are like hiding off in an odd tank that I don't have them in their normal tank. And then sometimes I have stuff that I don't have on the website because I'm just growing it. Like I have Hygrophila siamensens growing in the tank. If you want a stem or 2 of Hygrophila siamensens, I have some, but I don't have enough really to put it on the website. So I just grow it for my own pleasure. What's up, James? Mr. Jim? So yeah, if there's anything you ever see on or that you want, hit me up. And I'm just like looking around right now. What else I have? Another plant I'm looking at, Sagittarius subdolata. I grabbed one. I didn't order any of these because I still have several bunches, but this is Sagittarius subdolata narrow leaf. So this will get taller than the dwarf sag. But yeah, anyways. Dee Dee says she has seen, hold on. I've only seen 1 Madagascar lace in my area since I got back in the hobby. I snatched it up. I think I paid twice what your cost is now. Now I know where to get stuff. Yeah, I'll be your dealer. Yep. A lot of fish stores don't get them. I don't know why. Maybe because, I don't know. They're not cheap, but they're not super expensive. I think our price is $13, $14, $13, I think, for not the bulb. I know some people online sell just the bulb for what I sell a small plant for. And I usually order them as a small plant because I know the bulb is good. I've ordered them as bulbs before, but if you buy just a bulb on any plant, you're never guaranteed it to grow. So I usually don't like to sell bulbs. I do that. I buy Tiger Lotus as a bulb, but I don't sell Tiger Lotus as a bulb. So I buy it and I take the risk and there's usually about 70% will grow a plant, but there's that 30% that I got to eat, and is what it is. It's just part of business. But I don't want to ship you that 30% that never does anything for you, because then that makes me look bad, even though it had nothing to do with me. But anyway, so if you guys buy bulbs from other people, they may or may not grow. I'm not telling you not to, because you get the plant at a cheaper price when you buy it as a bulb versus if that bulb is starting to grow the plant. So you're gambling a little bit. Save a couple bucks. And it's usually not that much to buy it as a bulb, and then you're gambling that it's going to grow or not. So, but anyways. Dee says, since the very first time I saw Wisteria or Water Sprite swaying in the water from the water moon. Oh yeah, definitely. And I haven't got Water Sprite in for a while. I never get Wisteria because the Wisteria that's grown at the nursery is 100% immersed, and it's a pain in the butt to convert. It converts, but it goes from looking like a nice bushy plant, and it looks totally different. Wisteria doesn't even look like the submerged form. It's totally different looking. So when people buy it and it all melts and looks like crap, then they think the plant died. But to tell you the truth, a lot of plants will, whether they're grown immersed or submerged, they will. You got to be patient. That's what I'm trying to get at. With any plants, you got to be patient, regardless of who you got the plants from or their state of growth. You still have to be patient. But water wisteria, it comes in fully immersed, and then you got to convert it. And then a lot of times customers don't like that part of it, so I don't even bring wisteria in. But Water Sprite, I do bring in. Water Sprite's grown submerged at the nursery. And I know there's some people that buy plants and they claim that they convert them. Some do, some don't. Some of them are giving you false info just to make a sale. I will tell you, when we buy plants, we put them in tanks and we sell them at whatever state they're in. So they may be submerged form and they may be immersed form. But all plants aren't grown immersed. So a lot of the stuff that I get, it's still grown submerged, so it's good. If that makes sense. Kind of random. I seen something on Facebook, and it's Facebook, so take it for what it is. I saw something funny where a guy was bringing in plants, and he posted on a Facebook plant group of the stock that he brought in. Somebody asked him if his plants were grown submerged. I could see the picture of a stock, so I already knew the answer. And the gentleman said, yes, they're grown submerged. They're in water, in his tank. But that didn't mean how they were grown at the nursery. And then someone chimed in and said that that's immersed, growth. You could tell the difference on a lot of plants on how the leaf looks. And then he wanted to argue with him. He said, I'm not lying that his plants are grown submerged, that they're in a tank of water. But yeah, so he was full of crap. So anyways, this Facebook for you. And a lot of social media, Reddit, Instagram. It's all, you gotta weed through the doo-doo. So anyways. Anybody got any questions? We do have a swap coming up, so if you guys are did I lose you guys? Are you there? Hello. Hold on. I think I'm back. Anyways, what I was saying is I do have a swap coming up. Not a swap, an auction that I'll be at. The South Coast Tropical Fish Society. I forget the date. Shady Grady, if you're in here. Andrew's here. So Andrew can throw up the link if he likes. Or the date. So South Coast Tropical Fish Society, I think it's the 16th of next month, if I'm right, out in Fall River, Massachusetts. So you can come by, say hi to me. Oh, and Bridget, hey, Bridget will be there. So yeah, March 16th, Fall River. You can find all the info on Facebook, and then also South Coast Tropical Fish Society has a website, so you can click on their event tab there. And then maybe fishfam.link has the information up of upcoming events. I don't know. Jenna P could check. And if it's not on fishfam.link, Jenna, I can send you the information if you like, so we can get it up on fishfam.link. But yeah. And then after that, the 23rd, I have one, which is a swap up in Burlington, Vermont. The Tropical Fish Club of Burlington has a swap on the 23rd. I believe it's the 23rd. And so KJE will be up there bringing our full load of goods to offer the public up there. So yeah, that's the two next events I have. So the 16th and the 23rd of next month we'll be traveling again. Until then, I'm pretty much staying local in the 518 of upstate New York. So if you guys are within, I don't know, an hour or so of the Albany Capital Region area, I could definitely hook you up and save you up on shipping. If the order is significant profit-wise, I can go a little bit further and actually deliver your stuff. But anyways. Oh, Alishan says Dr. Ted Coletti is speaking at Bucks County next week. So if you guys are near Bucks County, Pennsylvania, that's one of my favorite clubs right there. It's not that close to me, so I don't go to the meetings. Bucks County is probably close to 4 hours from me, but it's still one of my favorite clubs because I love their auction, and it's full of great people like Alishan. So Alishan's a good dude. Don't get a fat head, Tom, but you're a good dude. So, and then Shady Grady said he's gonna be there with blinders on. Yeah, auctions. I always bring stuff to auctions, Shady, and I always say I'm not gonna buy anything, but I usually buy something. I went to the auction last week at Pioneer Valley Aquarium Society in Chicopee, Massachusetts, and I only bought one bag of fish, and then I bought a tank light. I don't even know why I bought the light, but nobody was bidding on it, and it was like $3. It's an old fluorescent fixture for like a 20-gallon. So I wasted $3 and I bought it. The money went to the club. So anyways, and then I bought a bag of fish. I got a video on the fish I bought too. I bought some Chapliactus pardalis. The bag had 5 fish in it. One looks I don't know who brought the bag because there was no name on it. But I got a video on it, and I'm kind of pissed off that a hobbyist put a fish in the auction looking like this one did. And obviously I bought the bag unseen. So it's all on my part. I can't, there's no repercussion. There's no refunds at an auction, but, one of the fish looks like terrible. And they put it in the bag and they sold it, and shame on them. So if you guys bring stuff to auction, if you're bringing dry goods or equipment, make sure it's in working condition. I've seen people bring heaters before. Any club that sells used heaters, Alishan, I hope if you're listening, if any club sells used heaters, shame on you. Don't sell used heaters and don't buy used heaters. And again, if you bring other equipment, please make sure you enter equipment that's in working condition. And if you bring fish, make sure they're not sick and dying or dead or half dead. Because a lot of people at the auction, they're just buying the bag on the name of the species. They're not always looking at every single bag. So yeah. Yes, Alishan, somebody named Keith at KJE Aquatics has Skiffia multipentata. There's a few others, Alishan. I just can't remember off the top of my head. Especially when it's in my club, I buy anything that people aren't interested. I usually regret it. So, yeah. There we go. No used heaters or used substrate allowed. That is an excellent rule. There's a lot of time. I mean, I don't like certain. Oh yeah, he messaged me. Tom. He definitely did. I don't have any to share right now, but I do keep them. So I keep a lot of G'dayas. But I don't really have a lot to share right now. So I told Skipper I would ask a few people I know nationwide. So yeah. But anyways, back on my rant about bringing stuff to auction. Bring healthy fish. Bring equipment in used. Bring used equipment in working order. So don't bring a bag of crap. Because I basically bought a bag of crap because of that fish that's in there, and I'm scared to death to mix them with my other fish. So I have them in a quarantine tank. And talking about quarantine, you buy anything at auction or at the fish store, 100% quarantine it. So, and you can use anything for a quarantine tank. It doesn't have to be a fish tank. You can't use anything, but you could use a 5-gallon bucket. You can go to dollar store and buy a Sterilite container and make it a temporary tank, but definitely quarantine your fish. You don't always have to medicate them. There's a difference between a hospital tank and a quarantine tank. Quarantine tank, you put fish in there, you observe them. If they're not sick, there's no reason to medicate it, but at least put them in there for a while just so you can see if anything comes up. And then a hospital tank, obviously, is a tank that you've got the fish in that you're medicating. So a lot of times people get that confused. They think, oh, I got to medicate my quarantine tank. No, you're medicating your hospital tank. So use the right terminology. So Clay, yes. If you guys follow us on Facebook at all, or I even posted a short on YouTube. If you're interested in beta macrostoma, which is a wild type betta, they're really, really cool. They get big. The males get big. I think that's 12 inches, right? So yeah, the males get big. They look kind of like a miniature snakehead. The males actually mouth brood the eggs. So beta macrostoma are available. Message me. I listed them on the website, but we don't sell fish through the website, so you have to contact me regardless of any fish I have listed on the website. But I did post a short, and I posted something on Instagram, and I posted on Facebook. And the picture of the macrostoma, the video of the macrostoma is the male daddy. So yeah, so beta macrostoma, they're not cheap, so don't try to get them from me for like really cheap. We were offering them for $205 a pair, which is very competitive with anybody online. You're probably not gonna find these at a local fish store, but we were offering them at $205 a pair plus shipping. Or you can arrange for a local pickup. And what else did I get? Oh, I posted another short on Liberty Mollies. So this past Friday, me and my buddy went to a wholesaler out in Massachusetts. We walked around, and he got some stuff, and I got a few things, and I didn't even know most local. These guys supply local fish stores. This wholesaler I went to, their customer base is local fish stores in the New England area. But when I was walking around and I was checking out some of the live bearers, they had a whole tank of Liberty mollies, which is Poecilia salvatoris. It's a wild type molly. Look absolutely beautiful. Recently, because of one individual was posting them for $100 a pair, which is absolutely ridiculous. I've kept these fish in the past before, and I used to sell them anywhere from $5 to $8 a piece. But yeah, somebody had them online for $100 a pair, which is I can't even justify that. But anyways, I picked up a group, not to resell. I picked up a group because tub season's coming up, so I picked up 2 trios. So I got 2 trios of them. I tanked them, and then as soon as it's warm enough, I am going to put a tub outdoors and set it up for them, and we'll see what they got. But yeah, I like for live bearers. I'm not really into domestic type live bearers, so the Liberty mollies are really cool. The dorsal fin of the male gets like some reddish bluish in it, and then like with a lot of wild type fish, the body color's silvery looking. But anyways, we got them, and then I will probably offer them if we're successful, which I should be, in the fall. Oh yeah, Clay did mention we have CPDs also. I have a bunch of CPDs left. CPDs, Celestial Pearl Danios, also known as Galaxy Rasboras. I forget the scientific name. Alishan probably knows it off the top of his head. Danio something. But they're really small. They're the Danios that look like a little trout. They look like a little rainbow trout. Absolutely beautiful fish. If you buy them and you only buy a couple of CPDs, they're going to hide a lot. So I always, and it's not to make a bigger sale. It's just a fact that when you buy CPDs, I personally would buy no less than a dozen. But really, in reality, no less than 6, but 6 is still too small. And you could always buy like a few because they're not super cheap, but they're not like super expensive. But if you got to buy like a lot of them at one time, then you're going to get a big fat bill. We're offering them for $6.45 each plus shipping, which is very competitive. A store close by me is selling them for like $9 each, which is absolutely ridiculous. But they got more, maybe not more overhead, but their overhead is probably more than me. I mean, they got salaries to pay for the employees, healthcare, but the light and water bill is probably the same. So the fish that I have right now, Celestial Pearl Danios, the Beta Macrostomas. I posted a video. I don't know the price yet, and they're not my fish, but the Zizophrus Montezuma. I have Monte swords from Rio Tamasopo. So if you're interested in the Montes, message me. I can get a price, and that's another really cool looking fish. Dang it. Anyways, I don't know why this thing cut. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Anyways, this thing like quit. Anyways, my battery's fixing to die because I forgot to charge my phone last night. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this stream a little bit short, just because again, my battery's gonna die. But if you need any product, plants, check out the website kjeaquatics.com. You could use the coupon code. Dang it, brain fart right here. That ain't the coupon code. Oh, coupon code is NewSite10. That's 10% off anything on the website. If you follow Didi, if you follow Foxy, if you follow Depths Unknown, if you follow Crypt Keeper, if you follow Michael's Fish Room, they all have codes that you can use specific for their channels. I gave them a code. So make sure you follow our friends. If you're a member of South Coast Tropical Fish Society, a paid member, not just a Facebook member, if you're a paid member of the club, you can contact the club admin, Andrew, Nathan, and then they can give you a code specific for their club. It's actually pretty good. South Coast is one club that we've been supporting since they started. They're a young club relative to all the other ones, but actually they do a lot compared to some of the other clubs I do. So they're very active, a lot of engagement. So if you're close enough, check out South Coast, and you can get a substantial discount with KJE Aquatics. If you're a paid member. If you're not a paid member, don't try to mooch, all right? But again, support our friends in the Fish Fam. And we got other friends that don't have coupon codes. I love you guys all. But the ones I mentioned, so I said Didi, Foxy, Michael's Fish Room, Crypt Keeper Aquatics. And I know I'm missing somebody. Depths Unknown. Oh, Mexicali. I gave Mexicali one. I like Jorge. He's my buddy. So, yep. Follow them. They can give you the code, their specific code, and you can get a discount on kjeaquatics.com. Also, if you're a fishfam.link Patreon member, there is a code that you can get as a Patreon member. So be sure to support fishfam.link. Matt and company does a lot for the Fish Fam, regardless of if he likes you or not. He still supports the Fish Fam. He supports all the Fish Fam and doesn't play any favorites with anybody. So he gives you the same love even if he likes you or not. So, yep. Anyways, that's all I got before my phone is gonna die, and I'm almost at an hour anyway, so it's good. I gotta get these plants boxed up and get them. Some of them shipped out. Some of them are semi-local orders, so I got to get that done. And if you guys buy anything in the meantime, today I will try to get it shipped out today. If not, it will go tomorrow. All right? Anyways, I'm out because my phone keeps friggin' glitching. But peace, guys.